No woman is ever going to disrespect my husband in front of me. Never.
Yandy's reaction about these rumors is proof that they're true.
An event that would become the talk of the season happened during a fancy dinner hosted by one of their closest friends in the exciting world of reality TV, where emotions run high and drama is always around the corner. The atmosphere was full of laughter, music, and the sound of glasses clinking, but underneath it all, anxiety simmered just below the surface. That night, Erika, known for her fiery attitude, was acting differently. Everyone was drawn to her energy, but as the evening went on, her playful teasing started to feel more serious. She became fixated on Macy, a friend who was usually witty and positive and often the peacekeeper of the group. At first, her jabs seemed harmless and the others laughed along, but soon Erika's comments turned personal and hurtful. Yandy, who had always been a supportive friend to Macy, noticed the change right away. Seeing her friend uncomfortable made Yandy feel protective, and she couldn't ignore it anymore. "Erika, maybe you should tone it down," Yandy said, trying to calm things with a gentle but firm tone. But Erika just laughed and dismissed the comment, brushing it off as nothing. Yandy's concern was brushed off as an exaggeration, since she had always been the one to keep things balanced. But her frustration grew. Watching Erika's teasing hurt her friend Macy pushed Yandy to her breaking point. She firmly believed her voice was enough to stop the situation, but when Erika looked at her, the amusement in her eyes turned to annoyance. "What's your problem?" "It's just a joke," Erika said, rolling her eyes. A tense murmur spread through the room. Yandy could feel the tension building and the crowd's emotions rising. She was determined to protect her friend, fueled by anger and frustration. Her heart racing, she stepped closer to Erika and said, "It's not a joke if it hurts someone." Her voice was steady, though adrenaline surged through her. For a moment, Erika paused, then sneered, "You have no right to lecture me without thinking." Yandy's hand shot out and slapped Erika across the face, the sound of the impact ringing through the room. Silence followed, heavy and thick, as everyone turned to watch the two women. The room was frozen for a moment as everyone processed the sudden turn of events. Erika stood still, her face a mix of surprise and confusion. She quickly raised her hand to her cheek, where Yandy's slap had left a mark. The shock on her face quickly turned to anger as she clenched her fist. "You think you can just hit me?" Erika shouted, her hands balling into fists, ready to strike back. Yandy, her eyes flashing with defiance, was just as angry and refused to back down. "Enough is enough, Erika. I wish we were still friends, but your words have consequences," Yandy snapped. Just then, Macy, who had been quietly watching the chaos unfold, stepped forward. Her calm demeanor stood in sharp contrast to the tension around her. "Ladies, let's calm down," Macy said in a steady, concerned voice. "We're better than this. We need to talk, not fight." As Yandy and Erika took a moment to process, the group slowly regained their composure, still shaken by what had just happened. The night, which had started with promise, had descended into chaos. Realizing the seriousness of the situation, the group stepped back, each person reflecting on the damage done to their friendship. The evening had taken a turn they never expected. As they gathered around Yandy and Erika, the two women exchanged looks filled with anger, confusion, and hurt. They both knew they had to address the emotional tension that had built up, acknowledging the feelings that led to the outburst. Yandy's protective instincts and Erika's struggle to maintain her identity in the group had collided, and now they needed to face the consequences. Though it all started with an intense moment, the event turned out to be a turning point in their relationship. It taught them the importance of setting boundaries in communication and understanding each other's struggles. While reality TV drama could be exciting, they realized that the friendships they formed and the lessons they learned were much more valuable. In the end, the event reminded them that true friendship is tested during conflict and can lead to personal growth. As the mood lightened and humor returned, their bond grew stronger. They hugged it out, proving that even in the most stressful moments, meaningful relationships can emerge. In the world of reality TV, it wasn't just about the drama, it was about the love and commitment that helped them grow together.
That's what they want to do, man. This is whack.
See, bitches get threatened when they can't handle the truth. They want to start swinging.
Wait, hold on. Let them figure that out because I promise you.
Walk straight to
Listen, I promise you. One of these girls grab you, I'm gonna go crazy.
In And if I didn't talk to you, it was a problem. And then it would be, you know, you don't have to do this. And for me, that felt like, don't negate what I have been doing. Don't negate me making sure you and the kids are good. Don't negate the call.
In the dim light, with the weight of the world on his shoulders, Messi looked around his living room. It had once felt like a safe haven, but now it echoed with memories of laughter and love that seemed distant. His peace had been shattered by recent events, and the tension in the air was undeniable. The words still stung, and he could hear the sharpness in her voice when she finally lost her temper. Everything felt different today. Even though Yandy had always been his rock, guiding him through tough times, the strain of unspoken frustrations and unmet expectations had started to weaken the solid foundation they once shared. What had begun as a simple disagreement over future plans had grown into something much bigger. Promises that never seemed to materialize left things unfulfilled. The memory of her words came back to him like a haunting, sharp and painful. "You need to get it together. I can't keep doing this," he tried to defend himself, saying that despite his best efforts, all he could see was the end. But the finality of it hit him like a thunderclap. After Yandy packed her things and left, he was left bewildered, drowning in a sea of regret. The once lively mansion now felt empty, its silence overwhelming. The love that had once bound them together now felt like a heavy chain, pulling them apart. Disappointment was clear in her eyes, and the empty spaces in each room were painful reminders of everything they had built. As days turned into weeks, he struggled to process his emotions. He thought about the life they had dreamed of, the family they wanted, and the pictures on the walls that had once symbolized happy moments, now just painful reminders of what was slipping away. He had once hoped to follow their ambitions together, but as time went on, the weight of his mistakes grew. He couldn't shake the feeling that he had failed Yandy in ways he didn't fully understand. Seeing the toll it was taking on him, friends and family began to worry. Those close to him were worried about his well-being, seeing how his once bright humor had faded and been replaced by a heavy silence. He tried to appear strong, putting on a serious expression to hide what he was feeling inside. But deep down, it felt like the walls of his heart were closing in on him as he faced the consequences of his choices. One evening, while watching the sunset, he had a brief moment of optimism. Maybe it wasn't too late. Maybe he could still reach out. His heart pounded with uncertainty as he picked up his phone. After what felt like forever, he finally wrote a message to Yandy, unsure if she would want to hear from him. But he knew he needed to try and fix what had broken in their relationship. He understood that he would have to face his mistakes if he wanted to bring back the love that once filled his home. The road ahead wouldn't be easy, but he was ready to confront whatever came next. As the sunset bathed everything in a golden glow, he felt a small spark of hope. However, whispers soon began circulating that threatened everything they had worked for. The most recent rumor involved an alleged affair, and it wasn't just a quick fling. It was claimed that Erika, the mother of his child, was involved in this affair, with some suggesting that several people, including him, may have even secretly proposed to her. The rumors hinted that this affair had been going on for some time. Yandy was devastated, not just hurt, but having a complete breakdown. Before Yandy came into the picture, Erika had already been a part of his life as the mother of his child. The relationship between them had always been under scrutiny, but now it was clear that the bond they shared went beyond just co-parenting. At first, people thought it was just an act, but now it seemed there was something more to it. The rumors were that he had been seeing Erika for reasons other than their son, and this had created even more tension. It wasn't just casual meetings. Reports claimed that he had been secretly dating Erika behind Yandy's back, rekindling their romance in a serious affair. Yandy didn't realize this was happening, and it was clear that his past had come back to haunt him in a way he couldn't have predicted. This situation haunted him, but when you consider Yandy's perspective, the weight of it becomes even more overwhelming. She had believed they were building a future together. She had stood by him through his struggles, including his legal troubles and time in jail. Now, she was devastated to learn that the man she loved was still involved with his ex. And honestly, who could blame her for feeling that way? Despite her pain, Yandy wasn't one to stay quiet. She openly criticized Erika and expressed her frustration. To her, Erika seemed like a mere side character in the drama, but the truth was more complicated than that. Erika wasn't going to stand by and let Yandy treat her disrespectfully. In the meantime, Erika had been sharing old photos on social media, taken when things between her and Messi were still very much alive. These photos showcased her close relationships with many people, emphasizing the bonds that had lasted over the years. Erika's message was clear. Instead of Yandy being the one in the spotlight, she suggested that Yandy might have been the one who was playing second fiddle. The drama was escalating. According to Erika, Yandy may not have as firm a hold on her role as she once thought. It was hard not to wonder if Erika's old photos and stories pointed to a deeper truth, one that Yandy hadn't fully realized.